Mueller's runaway investigation. Fox News contributors Jason Chaffetz, Sara Carter, Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. Greg, I'll start with you. You have referred to the seizing of Michael Cohen's attorneys as an affront to our legal system and our justice system.
And it shows just how unprincipled Robert Mueller and Rod Rosenstein are. You know, they knew it was outside the scope of the authority of the special counsel, so they gave it to somebody else to do their dirty work. I suspect this was an effort to provoke the president into doing something rash that would hurt himself. But he's too smart for that. He's not going to do that. But think about what's at risk here.
Well, it's a trap. Don't you think it's a trap in a lot of ways?
It's surely a trap, as is a trap of sitting down with Robert Mueller to answer questions. The president should never, under any circumstances, do that. Why answer questions about a non-crime called collusion? There's no evidence of it. And the firing of Comey, the president has a constitutional right to do that, and he should not be forced to answer questions about it. So, you know, Mueller is all about
that's going to be a showdown.
Traps.
That's now going to become, and I said they need to prepare to take this all the way to the Supreme Court.
Absolutely.
Congressman, let me go to you. And, you know, maybe we need a special prosecutor, and maybe he can work in conjunction with maybe the Southern District of New York, and maybe we can send him to the offices of the Department of Justice and the FBI that have been stonewalling and slow-walking 1.2 million documents and missing deadlines and subpoenas by Congress and only handing over 3,600 of the 1.2 million documents. Maybe we can get it that way. Maybe Robert Mueller can send a raid in for that.
It's absolutely embarrassing, this Department of Justice. They appointed this John Lausch, who's out of Chicago, to produce these documents. I saw an interview he did with Bret Baier where he said they're going to work to provide the relevant documents. The relevant documents are all of the documents. If you're produced a subpoena, you comply with all of it. It's not optional. You don't get to handpick this.
You're wrong. If
this
you're
is not the deep
subpoena,
state.
Congressman, no, you delete them and you acid wash your hard drive. What are you talking about? That's what you do if they subpoena documents. You acid wash it.
The Inspector General, going back on Hillary Clinton, the Inspector General found classified information in a non-classified setting. And what did they do to Hillary Clinton? They gave her top aides and attorneys immunity. They played nice. They just let it sit there. Yep. And then when it's Donald Trump, they give him immunity. When it comes, though, to Donald Trump, no-knock raids, you know, with 4 different sites, it's a totally complete different set of tactics.
All right, Sarah, go ahead. I was going to
tell you this. Well, just really quickly, you know, the Inspector General requested all information on particular people involved in the Hillary Clinton investigation, which was from 2016 to 2017. Everything. He wanted all their texts, all their phone records, all their documentation on all their cases. So that became the 1.2 million loaded documents that he received. Of those, I've been told roughly 35 to 40,000 deal directly with the investigation. Now, what's been happening, and you are exactly right there, Jason, was that they had taken and redacted things that they should have never redacted. Remember with Rudy Contreras, the judge, they redacted other issues. You know, there's a lot of issues right now going on in Congress. They're saying, why are you redacting things that are relevant? So I agree. Turn it over. Let Congress see it. If there's something that you cannot show, if it deals with a different case completely, then hold that back. But turn over everything to Congress.
Sean,
how is it possible,
Sarah,
Greg Jarrett?
This is a
go ahead. Go ahead.
It's a closed case with no grand jury. There is absolutely no reason that Congress shouldn't be able to see everything that the Inspector General is able to see on a closed case.
By the way, the person that doesn't want that to happen the most is Rod Rosenstein.
Exactly.
You appointed Mueller, who also would be witness A. All right, I want to ask Greg this question. How is it possible that we started off with Trump-Russia collusion and we ended up at Stormy Daniels and raiding the office of the attorney? You know, help me out here. I know you're the lawyer.
That's what's so incredibly confounding about this. Look, anybody can negotiate a contract. It's perfectly permissible to pay money to somebody to go away, crawl back into your hole, and that appears to be what happened. At worst, it's a campaign violation, which is almost always just a civil penalty. But think about this. Cohen was also an officer of the Trump Organization. He had the power to act on his own, and it may be altogether true that the president knew nothing about it. If so, that's not a campaign violation. He's acting in the interests of the organization. So to me, this is a lot of nothing.
All right. Thank you all for being with us. We have so much ground to cover. When we come back, Rush Limbaugh's take on the idea of President Trump firing Robert Mueller. What does he think about that? Also, professor, legal attorney Alan Dershowitz.